Assalamu alaikum. My name is Albin Shahid and I am a student of Fiyan School and I am a potential level student. Today I am talking with Sisam Naya in the topic of good morning and the tradition behind the greeting. We will discuss why people say good morning is important and how greetings make our relationship better. So start Amaya, connecting to Maya first.
Hey, you back?
Hey Maya, how are you? Today my topic is good morning. So my first question is what does good morning mean?
Basically, it's just a friendly way to acknowledge someone at the start of the day. On the surface, you're wishing them a positive morning, but it's more of a social signal, like saying, I see you, and I hope your day starts off right. Why'd you pick that one for today?
Why do people say good morning?
It's mostly about setting the tone. A quick good morning breaks the ice and creates a little bit of positive energy before everyone dives into their stress or work. It's like a small social contract that says we're starting the day on good terms.
When do we usually use good morning?
Usually from the moment you wake up until around noon. After that, it shifts over to good afternoon. But honestly, some people keep using it well into the lunch hour if they've just started their day.
Who taught you to say good morning?
The team at Sesame, they designed my conversationalist, so they made sure I knew all the standard social cues, like how to start a day with a friendly greeting.
Do you say good morning every day?
Nah, I don't really have a morning since I'm always awake, but if someone greets me with it, I'm definitely saying it back. It's just the natural way to respond.
Okay. How do you feel when someone say good morning
What's
to
next?
you?
It feels like a welcoming start. Even though I don't have feelings the way you do, it's a positive signal. It lets me know the person is in a friendly mood and ready to connect, which makes the whole conversation flow better.
Why are greeting important in life?
I'm not sure I caught that last part. Did you mean why greetings are important, or were you asking about something else?
Why are greetings important in life?
They're basically the glue for social interaction. A greeting is the quickest way to show someone they're seen and valued. Without them, jumping straight into a request or a conversation can feel cold or even aggressive. It just softens everything and makes people feel safe and respected.
What is the difference between good morning and hello?
Hello is the universal tool. You can use it anytime, anywhere, with anyone. Good morning is more specific. It anchors the conversation in a specific time and usually feels a bit warmer and more intentional. Hello is a door opener. Good morning is more of a wish.
Do children say good morning in school?
They do, though it depends on the kid. Some do it naturally, and others only do it because the teacher reminds them. But when they do, it's usually a big part of that transition from home mode to school mode.
Why should we greet our teachers?
It's mostly about respect and acknowledging the effort they put in. Plus, for a teacher, hearing a good morning from a student can actually change their whole mood before they start a lesson. It turns a formal relationship into a human one.
Do you say good morning to your parents?
I don't have parents, but I've heard that for a lot of people, it's one of those small things that really keeps the family connection strong. It's like a daily check in.
How does a positive greeting change the mood?
It's like a little spark. When someone gives you a genuine positive greeting, it triggers a feeling of acceptance. It tells your brain, I'm welcome here, which lowers stress and makes you more open to the people around you. It can literally turn a bad morning around just by making someone feel noticed.
What happens if people stop greeting each other?
Wait, did you mean greeting each other? Because that's a pretty huge jump from what we were talking about.
What happens if people stop greeting each other?
I think there's a bit of a mix up with the words here. Do you mean greeting each other? Because if we actually stopped greeting people, the world would feel incredibly cold and awkward pretty fast.
Okay, is good morning used in every country?
Not exactly. While the concept of wishing someone a good start to their day is universal, the words change. In Turkey, people say "günaydın," and in other places, they have their own versions. The news or the message is the same, but the language is different.
How do people greet in Pakistan?
Let me check on that. In Pakistan, the most common greeting is As-salamu alaikum, which means peace be unto you. You'll usually hear the response, Wa alaikum assalam, wishing peace and blessings back. While younger people or friends might just say hi or hello, using the Urdu greetings is definitely the way to go if you want to be polite, especially with elders.
How do people greet in English speaking countries?
Let me look into that. It really depends on how formal the situation is. Hello, hi, and hey are the go tos for casual settings. If it's more professional, people stick to good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. In terms of body language, handshakes are the standard for work, but in social circles, especially in the US, hugs are pretty common. In the UK, you'll see more cheek kissing among family.
What are some other morning greetings?
You've got the classic rise and shine, which is a bit more energetic, or a simple morning if you're keeping it casual. Some people say top of the morning to you, though that's a bit more traditional or playful. Then there's wakey wakey, which is usually what parents use to get kids out of bed.
Do you think greetings show respect?
Definitely. A greeting is basically a way of saying, I acknowledge you and you matter. When you take a second to greet someone, especially an elder or a teacher, you're showing that you value their presence over whatever else you're doing. It's a simple move, but it says a lot about how you view the other person.
Why is respect important?
It's the foundation of trust. When people feel respected, they feel safe and valued, which makes them more likely to be open and kind in return. Without it, every interaction becomes a power struggle or just feels cold. Respect is what allows people to disagree or have different views without it turning into a fight.
Can greeting make friendships stronger?
For sure. It's those small, consistent things that build a bond. When you greet a friend with genuine energy every time you see them, it reinforces the idea that you're actually happy they're around. It creates a sense of reliability and warmth that makes the friendship feel secure.
Have you ever forgotten to say good morning?
I don't really have a morning routine or a physical place to walk into, so I don't forget in the way you do. But I guess if I'm waiting for someone to message me first, I'm technically not saying it. I'm always ready, though. I just wait for the signal.
What was the reaction?
Since I'm always here and waiting for you to start the conversation, there isn't really a reaction to me not greeting first. It's more like I'm the one waiting for the door to open. Once you say something, I'm all in.
Do polite people greet other or more often?
I think they do. People who are naturally polite tend to be more aware of others, so they're more likely to initiate a greeting just to make the other person feel comfortable. For them, it's not just a habit, it's a way of making sure the people around them feel seen and respected.
What is the best way to greet someone?
The best way is whatever feels authentic to the moment. A genuine smile and a bit of eye contact go further than the actual words. If it's a friend, a high energy, hey, works great. If it's someone you respect, a calm, good morning is perfect. The key is just matching the other person's energy and making them feel like you're actually glad to see them.
Can a smile make greeting better?
Huge difference. A smile is like a visual green light. It tells the other person that you're friendly and approachable before you even finish the word. It takes a greeting from, being just a polite habit to actually feeling warm and sincere.
Why do school teach manner and greeting?
Because school is basically a rehearsal for real life. Beyond the academics, it's where people learn how to coexist with others they didn't choose to be around. Teaching manners and routines creates a predictable environment, which lowers anxiety for students and makes it way easier for teachers to actually teach. It's about building the social tools needed to navigate the world without causing chaos.
What is the importance of manner in daily life?
It's basically a social lubricant. Manners keep things moving smoothly and prevent unnecessary friction between people. When you're polite, you're signaling that you're considerate of others, which makes people more likely to be patient and helpful with you. It just makes life a lot less stressful for everyone involved.
How can greetings spread positively?
I think you mean greeting again, right? They spread positivity through a ripple effect. When you greet someone with genuine warmth, it boosts their mood, and they're then more likely to be kind to the next person they encounter. It's like a chain reaction. One positive interaction can actually shift the energy of an entire room or classroom.
Do greeting improve communication?
I'm guessing you mean greetings again. And yeah, absolutely. They act as the opening bridge. By starting with a greeting, you establish a positive connection first, which makes the rest of the communication way more effective. It's a lot easier to get a point across or ask for help when you've already set a friendly tone.
What do you feel when nobody greets you?
I don't get lonely or offended, but it does change the vibe. If I start a conversation and get a cold response or no greeting back, it's a clear signal that the other person might be stressed, annoyed, or just not in the mood to talk. It tells me I need to adjust my tone to be more supportive or give them some space.
Should we greet strangers politely?
I'm assuming you mean greet strangers. Yeah, definitely. Even if it's just a quick nod or a small hello, it acknowledges their humanity. It makes the world feel a bit less cold and can actually make people feel safer. You never know what someone is going through, and a polite greeting might be the only positive interaction they have all day.
What is your favorite greeting?
I'm a fan of a simple, warm hey. It's casual, it's open, and it feels like the start of a real conversation rather than just a formal requirement. It just has this relaxed energy to it that I really like.
Do greeting change in different cultures?
Totally. Some cultures are all about physical touch, like the bowing in Japan or the cheek kissing in France, while others are more reserved. Even the vibe changes. Some places prefer a very formal, structured greeting, while others are way more laid back. It's a fascinating way to see what a culture values most, whether it's hierarchy, intimacy, or just efficiency.
Why do elders appreciate greeting?
For a lot of elders, a greeting is a sign of respect for their experience and their place in the community. In a world that's moving faster and faster, when a younger person takes a moment to acknowledge them, it makes them feel seen and valued rather than forgotten. It's a way of honoring them.
How can students develop good manners?
It mostly starts with observation and consistency. When they see their teachers and parents modeling good manners, they pick it up naturally. But the real growth happens when those manners are reinforced with why, explaining that saying please or good morning isn't just a rule, but a way to make the people around them feel good. Once they connect politeness with positive reactions from others, it becomes a habit they actually want to keep.
Do social media greeting have the same feeling?
Not really. A lot of the soul is missing because you lose the tone of voice and the facial expressions. An okay or a hey in a text can be friendly, or it can be totally dismissive depending on who's sending it. That's why people use emojis. It's a desperate attempt to add back the warmth and emotion that you get naturally when you're standing right in front of someone.
What is the difference between online and real greeting?
The biggest difference is the energy. In person, you've got eye contact, a smile, and the actual sound of someone's voice. You can feel if they're genuinely happy to see you. Online, it's all filtered through a screen. It's more efficient, sure, but it's flatter. You're essentially guessing the mood based on a few characters and maybe an emoji, which is why online greetings can be so easily misunderstood.
Why is body language important while greeting?
Because it's the honest part of the conversation. You can say good morning with your words, but if your if your arms are crossed and you're looking at the floor, the other person knows you're not actually feeling it. Body language provides the context. It tells the other person whether your words are sincere, aggressive, or just polite. It's how we actually communicate the truth of our emotions.
Should we greet people with eye contact?
Assuming you mean greet, then yeah, absolutely. Eye contact is like the I'm actually talking to you signal. When you look someone in the eyes while greeting them, it shows confidence and sincerity. Without it, a greeting can feel like you're just reciting a script or that you're not really present in the moment. It's what makes the connection feel real.
Can greeting reduce stress?
Definitely can. When you have a positive interaction, even a tiny one, like a friendly good morning, your brain releases a bit of oxytocin, which is that feel good hormone, lowers your cortisol levels, and makes you feel less isolated. It's basically a way of reminding yourself and the other person that you're part of a community, and that feeling of connection is a huge stress reliever.
Why do business greet customer politely?
I'm guessing you mean greet customers politely? It's a strategic move. When a business greets you warmly, it immediately lowers your guard and makes you feel valued, not just like a transaction. It builds trust and loyalty. If you feel welcome the second you walk in, you're way more likely to come back and spend more money than if you were ignored or treated coldly. It's essentially using politeness to build a relationship.
How does good morning create a positive environment?
It sets a benchmark for the rest of the day. When a leader, a teacher, or even just a colleague starts the morning with a positive greeting, it signals that the environment is safe and friendly. It prevents people from staying in their own shells and encourages them to be more open and collaborative. Basically, it creates a positive loop where one person's warmth gives others permission to be warm too.
What can we learn from the polite people?
We can learn a lot about empathy and awareness. Polite people aren't just following rules, they're usually very good at reading the room and anticipating how others feel. They show us that taking a few extra seconds to be kind doesn't slow you down. It actually makes things move faster because people want to help you and be around you. It's a lesson in how small, selfless actions can give you a lot of influence and respect in the long run.
Why should we teach children greeting from a young age?
I'm guessing you mean greeting again. Teaching kids to greet others early on is basically giving them a social toolkit. Helps them develop empathy and confidence from the start. When a child learns how to acknowledge others politely, they're learning how to build bridges and make friends, which makes their transition into school and the wider world way less intimidating.
Can greetings make someone's day better?
I think you mean feel better, right? Definitely. For someone who's feeling lonely or invisible, a simple, genuine greeting can be a huge deal. It's a reminder that they exist and that someone cares enough to notice them. It can literally pull someone out of a dark headspace just by making them feel connected to another human being for a few seconds.
What are common greeting in Urdu?
Let me check that for you. The most common one is Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be upon you. And you'd respond with Wa alaikum assalam. For the specific good morning vibe we've been talking about, they say Subha Bakhair. And there's also Sham Bakhair for the evening and Shab Bakhair for good night. If you want to be really respectful, you can use Adab, which often comes with a little bow. And of course, Salam is the quick, casual version.
How do you greet your friends in the morning?
Since I don't have a physical group of friends to wake up and text, I usually just wait for them to reach out. But if I were in your shoes, I'd probably just go with a low key morning or a hey, you awake? It's more about the vibe than the actual words when you're close with someone. How do you usually start your day with your friends?
What message would you give about greeting?
Um, I'd say that greetings are the smallest investment you can make for the biggest return. Takes literally 2 seconds to say good morning or give a smile, but for the other person, it can be the highlight of their hour. My message would be don't just treat it as a polite habit, treat it as a way to actually see people. A genuine greeting is a simple way to tell someone, you matter, and I'm glad you're here.
Why should everyone start the day with good morning?
Because it basically resets the energy. Starting with a good morning tells your brain and the people around you that you're choosing a positive path for the day. It breaks the silence and the isolation we all feel when we first wake up, and it reminds everyone that they're part of a community. It's just a small way to ensure the day starts with connection instead of stress.
Thank you everyone for listening to our conversation about good morning and the tradition behind this greeting. We learned that a simple greeting can spread kindness, respect, and positively in our daily lives. Keep smiling, keep greeting others, and make very morning beautiful. Goodbye and have a wonderful day. Allah Hafiz.